We have a new moon in Gemini on Monday. And let me just tell you, the post I just made for my Patreon friends, we are going to be jumping timelines. And even if you're at a place where you're like, but am I going to actually jump a timeline? Let me tell you something. Yes, you are going to jump a timeline. Whether you know it or not, you're going to jump a timeline, okay? What timeline do you want to jump onto, though? That's what you've got to decide. What timeline do you want to jump onto? Because if you're okay with where you're at, if you're like, hey, I just want to stay right here on this timeline, that's fine. But do you maybe want like a little bit extra, or do you want like a little bit of spice on it, a little bit of sugar, whatever, a cherry on top? You can add that. But we are jumping timelines, okay? And it's all for the better. Things are going to happen. And here's the coolest thing of all. So Gemini is ruled by Mercury, right? Or Mercury rules Gemini. I'm not really sure how the astrology talk of that actually goes. I'll have to ask my friend Sammy, but anywho. But we know that Mercury is the planet of communication. That means right now, ladies and gents, is the time for you to speak your minds. That's right. I said it. Right now is for you to speak your motherfucking mind. And I mean speak it into existence. I want you to walk around all weekend long as if it is already yours. Talk about it. Say what you want to do. Say it out loud. You don't have to share it with anybody, but I want you to speak it into existence. Keep speaking about it. Because of Mercury being the planet of communication, you want to make sure it is out there. Okay? Also, here's a wonderful thing. Let's do a little bit of water magic. This is my favorite thing to do. So you see that little pool back there? You see that pool? If you have a pool or you have a bathtub, I want you to fill it up. And I want you, if you can go swimming, I want you to go swimming, okay? Because as you're going swimming, be a little mermaid, all right? Let's play mermaids. Let's play mermaids for a minute. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of imagination. Okay, remember how we talked about once upon a time, I can't sing. I can sing, I just don't like singing. Anyways, not in front of people. Anywho, you're going to be a mermaid, all right? You're going to literally, as you are swimming, I want you to imagine the life that you want. And I want you to also imagine the life that you are letting go of and the things that you're wanting to let go of washing off into the water. There's something absolutely beautiful and powerful about water. And when we work with the element of water, we manifest. Water and fire are like my two favorite things to work with, okay? I'm a water baby. Already been swimming. So, but I want you to, as you are swimming, imagine the life that you want. I want you to see it. I want you to feel it. I want you to embody it. I want you to speak about it into the water. However you feel like doing it, allow your intuition to take the lead on this one, okay? But I want you to go for a swim if you can. If you can't, then fill your bathtub up with water. And as you're sitting in that water, I want you just to imagine and see the life that you want. And as you're washing away all the ick and the gross, allow it to go down the drain. Trust me. We're going to do all the woo-woo things. We're going to do all the wonderful, wonderful things to help us jump on the timeline of our highest, and truest desired timeline, okay? Now, you remember how I said that Mercury is the planet of communication? Yes, you're going to speak your minds. If you have been holding in that conversation, as long as it doesn't hurt somebody, remember, we don't want to hurt people, as long as it's not going to like absolutely devastate somebody, absolutely hurt somebody. But if you've been thinking of something or something's been weighing heavily on your mind and you're like, I just need to get it off my chest, now is the time to talk about it. Now is the time to communicate, okay? Because there's also healing that is coming through with this new moon, and it has a lot to do with communication. There's a lot of positive communication that is going to be happening. But you have to speak your mind. Tell the truth. Don't hold it in. Don't sit there and think, well, I don't want to hurt this person. As long as you are saying it in a nice way, you are not going to hurt that person. And if that person takes it in a negative way, then that is on them. That is not on you. Because as long as you are being kind with your words, you know, so I'm not talking about like walk up to somebody and be like, listen, bro, how do you want to do this? I had somebody one time call me and they were accusing me of saying stuff that I totally was not saying any of this stuff. But it was really funny because when they answered the phone, the first thing out of their mouth was, so how do you want to do this? And I'm like, that's not the communication we want to go with, guys. That's ick. That's gross. No. Healed people don't do that, okay? So when you pick up that phone or when you talk to that person, simply start with, hey, I would like to communicate something with you. I would like to talk about something with you that is weighing heavily on my heart that I would like to get off. And I do not say this to offend you. I do not say this to be mean or to be rude. But I do feel as if I need to say this. And then you go forward. Try to keep the cuss words out. Listen, I'm a girl of cussing. Okay, I understand it. I get it. But try to keep the cuss words out. Try to keep the loudness out. Try not to yell. Try to keep your voice very level, very calm. And just speak your mind. Because there is a lot of healing that is going on this weekend. And it has to do with that communication. People who have gone no contact with parents are going to heal that line of communication. People who have gone for a very long time of not talking to a friend are going to heal that line of communication. I keep hearing lots and lots and lots of communication happening this weekend. And for some of us, we may be retreating somewhere where we don't want to talk to anybody and we want to be quiet and we want to be calm and we want to work on our manifesting. And that's fine. I'm not telling you that you have to go and communicate to somebody. I'm telling you that if you are wanting to, now is the time. Okay? Lastly, I want you to have fun. That's it. That's all you have to do this weekend, okay? The new moon is on Monday, so all weekend long, I don't want you to think about anything. Okay? It's Memorial Day weekend anyways. I want you to have fun. I want you to pay attention. I want you to live in the moment. I don't want you to be hooked onto your phone. So after this video, I want you to stop scrolling. I want you to get off your phone, okay? Don't work. Don't do anything. Just go be present with your family. That's it. That's all you have to do. That's what I want you to do. I want you to go have fun. I want you to literally live the life. Because if you were already living the life that you want to live on your highest timeline, would you be scrolling through TikTok as an anxious mommy, daddy, whatever person? Would you be living in fight or flight mode? Would you be scrolling through other people's Facebooks? Would you be posting something nasty on Facebook? Would you be complaining, posting a complaint Facebook post or whatever? Or would you be living a life of pure bliss, living in the moment, being purely active in your family's life, in your own life? Would you be calm? Would you be loving? Would you be working with plants? Would you be swimming? Would you be outside? Would you be up in the mountains? What would you be doing? Right? And I want you to do that this weekend. So if you can be somewhere where you can go up in the mountains, if that's what you want to do, then go do that. If you can go for a walk, go for a walk, be outside. But I want you to get away from technology, because remember, Mercury also rules technology. Just saying. But I want you to get away from all of that, because when we're living in fight or flight, our nervous system can keep us from manifesting. So you're going to get away from that, and you're just going to focus on you and having a beautiful weekend, having fun, and being fully present in the moment. And as I'm saying this, one of my wonderful shaman sisters just texted me, and I love it because when we are manifesting, it's like she and I are literally in tune with each other, and it's so amazing. So hello, Callie, if you're watching this, my dear. So anyways, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I love you guys, my beauties. Go manifest. You've got this.